In the last video, I talked about one more mind barrier that does not cope in building a positive and empowering relationship with your children: exaggerated fear. And notice I said exaggerated. Fear is a natural response that protects us from danger, but it can be an obstacle when fed by our negative mindset. In this case, children may suffer from our inappropriate reactions that usually create more stress than the situation itself. We need to trust our children and let them have some freedom to explore and be themselves. But why, you may be wondering, do I keep calling out your attention to your behaviors rather than to children's behaviors? As I've mentioned before, first and foremost, children absorb everything from you. And I mean everything. As you may have heard, children's brain is like a sponge, soaking up huge amounts of information. Second, if you do BS, what do you think your children will do next? BS, of course. Oh yeah? And when my baby is crying for an hour, how can I do BS? I'll tell you how. Letting fear take over you, in which case you stress to a point you no longer control your emotional state and panic. Then, instead of really helping your baby by being calm, you actually create another problem to be solved, or even more. You need to understand that stress does not empower us to reach a good outcome and passes on to children, affecting their healthy development. One of my babies used to have this crying crisis in the middle of the night. It lasted a couple of months till she was 9 months old. As she was regularly seen by a doctor, I knew it had nothing to do with her physical health. So I just walked her around the house, cuddling and bouncing back and forth, sometimes singing or talking gently to not wake up the rest of the family, most of the time yawning, but always holding her next to me and focusing on being as serene as I could. I remember my last resource was a binky. What a relief. But anyway, it was a phase. And I still don't know what caused it because, when she was able to talk, she could even remember. Not like me. I'm still shaking. I'm just kidding. Not exactly. Let me ask you, if I got panicked, would I be able to help my baby out? I don't think so. What I want you to realize is that we are responsible for our children's behavior, since we are their reference. So we better improve the responses we give to our children, even a crying baby. And I want to reinforce the importance of childhood experiences in the development of the brain, which conditions character and behavior throughout entire life. According to research at Harvard University, there are at least 3 aspects I want to share with you, parent or teacher, that back this up. 1. Childhood experiences build the brain's foundation structure. 2. Interaction with adults shapes the brain's neural connections. 3. Stress affects the healthy development of the brain, meaning what your children are experiencing now, especially regarding your relationship, is building the core foundation for their future behavior by establishing the neural connections in the brain that suffer each time stress comes into play. I know it is hard to be calm and assertive with so much going on, but we can do this. You can do this. In a way, parenting and teaching become more pleasant and enjoyable rather than frustrating and overwhelming. To your success, Isa.